Good morning, everybody. My name is Gabby. Just make sure my microphone is on. I am here with Miss Jasmine, and she is on week 2 of her program with us here at Best Paw Forward Dog Training place. And what we're going to be working on with her today is a little bit of getting her used to us touching her harness. Okay, so we have been working with her here on a harness. She's been doing very well with that. Just having her getting used to being handled without mouthing. Okay, so one of the things, and also having her settle. So we are in our living room setting here right now. Okay, so we have a place board right next to me. She is on that place. She actually went on her own a couple of times before we started this video, which is excellent. And all I'm doing right now is just randomly reinforcing her with a piece of food or a treat. I have mostly kibble in here. I do have a few treats in here as well. And I'm just randomly reinforcing her for being able to be calm. Okay. Very important with her. She is a very excitable girl. She gets very overexcited and tends to start jumping up and mouthing. So just working on kind of reinforcing this calm behavior is very important. So when you see her calm, when you see her laying down and relaxing on her place, make sure you toss her a treat every so often, okay? Just kind of let her know that that's what you want her to be doing. Good girl, yes. Now in the beginning here, I'm reinforcing a little bit more frequently. As she gets more comfortable with this, as she gets a little bit older, then we're going to start to get to the point where we are just randomly giving her a treat, okay? But she's doing very well with this. She's relaxed, she's calm, she's on place, okay? So now I'm just going to start working on a little bit of touching her paws, touching her harness, okay? And just in the beginning, I'm going to touch her paw. I'm going to give that reinforcement as I'm doing it, or I'm going to touch her harness and I'm going to give that reinforcement as I'm doing it, okay, to just kind of let her know that we need to be calm, we need to stay calm as I'm adjusting her harness, her collar, I'm putting her leash on. All of these things are very important for her, especially because she is a little bit mouthy, okay. She's a very sweet girl, but she just gets overexcited. Typical puppy, right? And she's doing very well, so now I'm just going to see if I can adjust her harness there. Now that time I was able to touch her harness, okay, and then I was able to delay that reinforcement and give it after I touched her harness instead of at the same time, okay. So she hopped off of place, which is okay, but again, just kind of reinforcing when she does go on there and she's calm, and then she starts to understand, okay, I get reinforcement when I'm calm, when I'm on my place, when I'm settled. So this is a great session to work with her on. Just kind of have her out in a small room and just work on when she does go and settle, reinforcing that behavior. You can see she's a little off. She's a little bit stressed. Now, I have that leash on for management purposes. If she does get overly excited, if she jumps up, I'm able to prevent that behavior from happening by using that maintenance tool. Good girl. Place. Now she calmed down. I put her back on the place. I'm going to let her settle for a bit. And then I will reinforce her once she's calm. Good girl. Yes, very nice. So having that leash on as a management tool is very important in the beginning. With her, though, she does get a little bit mouthy with the leash sometimes. So if you have a hold of the leash and she grabs a hold of that leash, okay, if you are in an area where you can drop that leash, drop that leash. We're not turning it into a game, okay? We're not playing tug of war with it, anything like that. We're not getting frustrated or upset with her, okay? We're just going to very calmly drop the leash. We can ask her for different behaviors. And then once she goes back to this state is when we can start reinforcing again. But we don't want to accidentally reinforce that that mouthing and that biting at the leash. Okay, so again, I'm going to go and I'm going to adjust her harness. Good girl. I gave her a couple of pets. Very nice. So that was great. So I'm actually going to give her a couple of treats for that one. So that's what we call a jackpot reward. I was able to adjust her harness a couple of times, move my hand a little bit. So there I gave her a couple more treats than I normally would. But she's doing excellent with this, and it's very important that you do sessions like this with her. If she starts to get overly excited or frustrated, so take note to her body language. If she's doing a lot of scratching, if she's doing any panting, watch her ears. If her ears are pinned back, anything like that, you might want to take a little bit of a break. Okay, if you're getting frustrated, if she's getting frustrated or overexcited, put her away in her crate for a little bit. It doesn't have to be long. Okay, it can be 5, 10, 15 minutes, and then bring her back out and try again. Okay, so same thing. If you bring her out, you're working, she's having a hard time, she won't settle, work on a little bit of place, work on a little bit of basics, see if you can get that attention back on you. If she's still struggling, then what we can do, put her away again. Okay, so it's very important that we're staying consistent with this. If she is mouthing, if she is overly excited and you can't get that excitement level back down, put her away for a brief break. Again, it only has to be a couple minutes. Nothing crazy. She doesn't have to go in there for hours, anything like that. It's just to bring her excitement level back down, and then you bring her out and try again. And then she gets the idea that this is the way she needs to be acting to be able to be out and get the training that she actually really enjoys doing. Okay. So that was awesome. She put her head down. She settled. So again, I'll give her a couple of treats for that one. So now it's at the point where I'm just kind of randomly reinforcing. Again, let me see. Let me try one more of the adjustment of the harness. I can take that leash off, put it on, and then give her that reinforcement. So she is doing an excellent job here. If you guys have any questions on this session at all, let us know in the comments below. Sit. So there she got up. I knew she was going to think about jumping, so I asked for a different behavior, right? Place. Good girl. Stay. But she's doing an excellent job. You guys have any questions? Let us know in the comments below. She's doing very well. She's making a lot of progress here. And we will see you on her next video. Good girl.